Hi, welcome to Orsinius Real Estate Services video series. I'm Sandra Roman. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams Points North here in Long Island, New York. And today I'm with my friend Denise. Hi, Denise. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. How you doing today?
Perfect.
Good, good. So we're going live again today. We're continuing our series on senior services, real estate, and other services. Just providing a community service. So letting people know what kind of services are out there. My name is Denise Lanzarone. I'm also a real estate agent with Keller Williams Points North. I'm a senior real estate specialist and worked many years in the geriatric field. So we just thought that this was a good informational series that we can give everyone some information on services that are available in the area. You can find me on social media, Facebook, which is where this is streaming live right now. I'm Denise Lanzarone, your local realtor. On Instagram, Denise Lanzarone. I'm on LinkedIn, Denise Lanzarone.
Everywhere you like
Everywhere
Denise
you go.
Lanzarone.
Yeah, so we'd appreciate it if you would like and comment and share our videos. You can watch it later. You can send it to your friends, just to provide some information. Thanks.
Okay, and you can find me at Sandra Roman Real Estate on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. Follow me, follow Denise, like, comment, and share. If you are on YouTube, ring the bell, follow me, or subscribe to my channel. I think it is. Subscribe to my channel. We're doing this video series, as Denise said, just as to put information out there about seniors services that are available in Long Island. And today we have a very special guest. And Denise, tell me, who is the guest?
Yes, today we have Kim Bertolino, who is a certified senior advisor, and she works at Oasis Senior Advisors. And we're going to bring her on and let her tell everyone about her services that she can offer. Hi, Kim.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you for
Welcome.
having me. Thank you. So yes, my name is Kim Bertolino with Oasis Senior Advisors. Just a little background about me. I also did real estate for 12 years. So I have, a complete understanding. It was a great field to be in. Still is. And I also did medical billing for 20 years for a physical therapist in Santa Mauritius. So I've been in both spectrums, real estate and the medical field. Oasis Senior Advisors is a franchise. So I service Nassau and Suffolk County. I also have colleagues throughout the United States, New Jersey, New York, Texas, California, Florida. So we're able, as a collaborative team, to help anybody. So if they get a call from out of state, they want to move to Long Island, vice versa, we'll be able to help. And our services are free. So my services are free to my families and seniors, and I help them with senior housing. I specialize in assisted living, independent living, and memory care. Again, it's Nassau and Suffolk County. So I have relationships with all the communities here on Long Island. What? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm starting with the question, lady.
Sure.
What is a senior advisor role? What do you do?
So basically, when I get a phone call, if I don't have the answer for them, I am so lucky that I have so many relationships in the senior industry that I'm able to help them. So I can help them with home care. I can help them with Medicaid consulting. I can help them with elder law attorneys. I can help them with real estate specialists. If I, again, I specialize in assisted living, independent living, and memory care. I try to stay in my lane. If they are looking specifically for home care or resources outside my lane, I do have reputable resources to refer out. And having said that, because I have, I trust my resources. I don't just give out random names. These are resources that I have trusted for the 3 years that I've been doing this. So again, I know when I give that resource out that they're going to do a good job.
Okay. So somebody gives you a call and says, I think my mom needs to go into assisted living.
Mm-hmm.
What happens next?
Well, we have a consultation. It's free. So my services are free. I think I mentioned that before. And, I try to see what's going on in the house. It's a very difficult time when I get that call. It could be an urgency call, or it could be something that they're looking for in the future. So I try to ask, the appropriate questions. Where is mom and dad now? What brings you to call me? And so, with that answer, I know, mom's in a rehab, dad's in, or home. And, so we talk about what is needed medically first, which is very important, which really is the whole piece of the puzzle, because not every community can handle a certain level of care. So I need to have a broad understanding of exactly what I'm dealing with, because then my wheels are spinning where I can, able to help them where they can be placed. After I have that understanding, we talk about geographical preferences. I'm sure you all have the same kind of thing. They have mom and dad in different states and a sister, brother, so geographically, we have to find out where it would be suitable for their loved one to be placed so family can see them, right? That's important. We talk about financing. So that seems to be where it gets to be a little sticky, because not everyone has, thousands and thousands of dollars, for assisted living, but it doesn't really have to be like that. There's so many communities out there that are very reasonable, and I don't think people realize that there's so many choices for them. So I take all that information, and my Oasis IQ generates matches. So I put all the information that I get from them, and it's almost like a multiple listing, right? You put in their financing and their things that they like to do, and it generates perfect matches. So then those matches get emailed to the sales directors of the communities that I have relationships with, and they know I have a client. But what's very important is that this information does not go outside our box. That means it's not internet, like their phone number, their address, their personal information, because I'm HIPAA compliant, does not go outside of our own box.
Okay, so they're not going to get calls.
Right. They're not going to get calls from, different communities. Oh, I know you're looking for assisted living, because that could be very overwhelming, So after I send that out, I make an appointment with their families again to, sit down and let's discuss our options. Then we kind of narrow it down to 3, because anything more than that is just so overwhelming. Yeah. So I actually set the tours for the clients. I tour with them, and we find that perfect match.
Great. Okay. That sounds great. Yeah. Sounds easy. No.
It's not easy. Yeah. I mean, it is easy. I think the thing that's the hardest for the family is just making that call.
Yeah.
And I think making the call, and I think what's hard is having the conversation with their loved one that this might be happening.
Yeah. And then the person that's moving is probably very resistant to any change, to moving out of their home maybe. And
well, let's face it, seniors don't skip into assisted living, right? Yeah. And a lot of them have, most of them think that it's like a nursing home environment, and it's really not like that at all. You know what I mean? Assisted living promotes independence. But what's beautiful about being in an assisted living is that medical piece that you have when needed.
Right.
You
Right.
know, so there are people that are living in assisted living that drive, still have a
Yeah.
part-time job. You know, they just don't want to be home alone anymore. You know, maybe
Right.
something happened in their life. Their, spouse passed away, and maybe, they don't want to eat dinner alone every night. Maybe they love the socialization of having people around them. You know, you can be as social as you want or not. You know, you have your own apartment of your choice, a studio, one bedroom. So when you don't feel the need to be with people, you could just go up to your apartment. But you
Right.
have the beauty of going downstairs and enjoying all the beautiful amenities that the communities offer.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you just don't want to cook anymore.
Right.
Me too.
I mean, those, the restaurant style, dining. I mean, they go down to a beautiful environment and they
Yeah.
choose from a beautiful menu of many choices. They
Yeah.
even have happy hour. So there you
Mm.
go, right?
Sounds good.
It's like living on a cruise ship that doesn't leave port. That's exactly how it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay. Gotcha.
And you are able to help any kind of seniors, or they have to be in a specific medical condition or any kind of condition?
Yes, I can help any senior in any medical condition, but
Mm.
it really depends. Um, some assisted livings have their enhanced license. I remember you had Jeremy from Sunrise a couple of weeks
Yes.
ago. He explained, what that enhanced license is.
Mm-hmm.
So if that, individual has more of a medical need than that enhanced license can cover, then unfortunately, most of the time it's a skilled nursing comfort care. But if I get a phone call from a senior or, a daughter or a son for their mom or dad, just getting, an idea of their medical needs, I definitely know where, they can be placed. My goal is to place, someone in a community that can age in place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This move is hard enough. So,
Yes.
but no one has a crystal ball. So, having said that, you might have a 75-year-old gentleman who is ambulating, with just a walker and is able to walk around the community freely. And then maybe 2 months later, he falls and breaks a hip and now he's in a wheelchair and he can't self-propel. Those things, like I said, you don't have a crystal ball.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
I really try hard, to place them where they can age in place so they can make their friends, be comfortable and not have to be uprooted again.
Okay.
I have another question.
Of
For
course you
just
do.
out of curiosity, because I'm like that curious. Who call you the most? The kids or the senior themselves?
The
Or who
kids.
is the
Yeah.
kids?
Yeah. The
But what is
kids,
the most
or
the
a
most com-
niece or nephew, it's definitely, the younger generation that will call. I mean, I would say, sometimes I get, a gentleman who just lost his wife. He's a little bit, curious of what it's all about. But like I said, they don't skip into assisted living. They're afraid, you know.
Yes.
But sometimes, loneliness really takes a toll on you mentally too. So you have to be careful of that.
And all the facilities are doing tours again, and after COVID and all that, you're able to go look at facilities, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
by
communities, I
appointment,
should say.
sure. We're able to look at the facility, well, communities, we call them
Communities.
communities.
Yeah.
Yes, we're able to tour. So we can walk around freely. We can see, all the amenities, everything the community has to offer. Right now, knock on wood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to lock down again. That was,
No.
very hard.
No. No. No.
What is the most the most recurring concern that you get from people?
Funding.
Funding.
I would have, that's the number one. What am I going to do when mom or dad or my aunt and uncle run out of money? What happens then?
Okay. And you
Because this
assist
is,
them with that.
because the communities that, I certainly have relationships with Medicaid communities, but that's a different spectrum. So, assisted living like Sunrise and Atria and the Bristols, they're private pay. So, you have to be able, to pay your rent and your care piece. So that's extremely stressful for families to figure out, this is what they have. This is their care piece. This is their rent. How long can mom and dad stay there? That's the question I get all the time.
But a lot of the communities have discount programs, right?
Sure.
I know there's discount for veterans and other things. Yeah.
All the communities at that point, they'll help you. They're not going to say, sorry, you didn't pay your rent, you're out. It's not like that.
Right.
Everyone, we work as an industry and in a team, and, everyone helps each other. So, and I make sure it's the family's responsibility. I said, listen, in a year out, when you know that you only have a year funding left, that we have to look at other options. And I'm certainly, able to help them with that.
Okay. That's good.
That's very good.
Yeah.
What can you just, before we go or something, what can you tell the families when, before they reach you, just to be, not to worry, or if somebody's having a person that it's needing assisted living, what can they do first? Call you? Or what advice can you give the families?
Yes, call me.
Just call me.
Call me. I'll help you. What can I give the advice? You know what? It's a stressful time for the whole family.
Yes.
It's really a stressful time for the kids, I think.
Yes.
Because they want to do.
I'm asking because I always say, I've said it in other other videos. Like, my parents are already close to 8. Well, my father is 80 years, and my mom, I can't tell you her age, but she's close to that too. So, and I know a lot of my friends that are my age, they are starting to have to do decisions with their parents, and that's what I have in my head, what I'm going to do when I need to do a decision with mine.
I think the basic, I get you. I think the most important thing about that question is what's safe for them. So if you have a parent that's, walking without a walker or a cane because they refuse to, because they don't think they need it, in quotes, and then walking around and holding the furniture and the walls as they go to each room. I mean, are they skipping meals because they don't want to eat alone, or are they not just wanting to make a meal for themselves? Sometimes seniors, they don't want to just eat alone, and they're too lazy, or they don't have the need to make their own meals. So it becomes a safety thing, I think. And there's always red flags when you go see a loved one, right? You go see someone, you see that they have their pill box on the counter, but they didn't take 2 days worth of pills, or you find pills on the floor, right?
That's when it's the time to start looking for help.
Well, yeah, I think there's a couple of red flags. Hey, listen, assisted living isn't for everyone. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's baby steps. Sometimes, okay, let's get an aide in here 4 or 5 hours a day. Maybe that, if you see a loved one, every time you go over wearing the same clothes, it's like, okay, did you shower in the last 3 days? Like, just all these kind of red signs. So you can, like I said, it's baby steps. And most of the time it's like that. They do home care, or they go to a senior center, and that works for a while. It really depends on the individual. I can't say that there's, like a correct answer for that. It really depends on the individual and the lifestyle of the kids. I mean, nowadays we're all working, right? We're all working. If if your daughter is not working and she's able to stay with you all day, that's great. That's the perfect world, but it's really not like that most of the time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
Yep. That's true. That's true. You have Sandra, you have a comment. I can't read it. It's in Spanish.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Okay.
Hi, Yeye. Thank you for watching us.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was a question. So, okay.
No. It says hello.
Okay. Very good. All right. So that was great, Kim. Thank you so much for all your information.
Thank you. And I could be, I have a website. Also,
Yes.
I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Again, Oasis is a franchise, so I can help anybody in any state. I have a great team, and thank you for having me.
How can they find you on Facebook?
Kim Bertolino. I have
Everywhere.
Senior Advisors.
Perfect. Well, thank you for being here today. Remember,
Thank you.
we are having this video series, and we have 3 more, or how many more we have?
Well, this was supposed to be our last one.
The last one.
Oh, you saved the best for last.
Yes, we did.
I did have other professionals that wanted to come on the show, and
The
so we are extending it for a few more, but it won't be for a couple of weeks. It'll be in December for a few weeks. See if we can get those last few people on, and then we'll take it from there.
See what happens.
Thank you. Have a great holiday, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. You find me in Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube as Sandra Roman Real Estate. Click on the bell in YouTube. Share the information, like, and subscribe to my channel in YouTube. Please, if you want the information, more information about what we're talking about here, we're putting together a manual. So just in the description box, there is the link. Just send us your name and your email, and we're going to be able to send it like in 2 more weeks when we finish. And Denise, where they can find you?
Same places: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I don't have YouTube at this time.
Working on it.
Denise Lanzarone. What?
Work in progress.
Work in progress. Correct. Yeah. So the manual we're going to put together is just going to have everybody that we've had on our live event, all their contact information, and so that everybody has that information available to them.
Thank you.
Thank you. And see you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Adios.